Ladies and gentlemen, we are about to get into a new segment of the Mailroom Show. Busy, let's get some unpopular opinion.
70% of the issues in relationships are not solvable. What do y'all think?
Bullshit. You can solve issues in a relationship by utilizing a practice, a tool that we were all taught in school. It's called effective communication. That is a you issue. So 70% of the problems in relationships be a you issue. They make it be like, oh, it's not solvable. You don't want to solve your own problem, and you bringing that problem to the relationship, and you want me to fix it.
He changed it from solve to fix, and that's exactly what I would do. 70% of the issues in relationships are not fixable. But the reason they're not fixable is because of individualism. You know what I'm saying? If you have a jealous issue with me, right? If you have a jealous attribute, and you just be jealous of me all the time, everything I do, you're just jealous of, then we're never going to get anywhere until you fix the jealousy. That's just,
there you go.
This is what it is. I can pad fix that jealousy as much as I can by giving you my phone, staying in the house all day, telling you I ain't doing nothing, but you still going to be jealous. So that doesn't fix the problem.
Come check us out live with all new shows Sunday nights at 5:30 on YouTube. It's the Mailroom Show right here on the Mailroom Network.
Ay. Look. I'm too cool for the rules, baby, get off of me. Never need no push, I do it all for me. Keep a couple real hitters, got them on call for me. Money moving, got it in the market where it ought to be. Too true for the flex, baby, don't cap to me. Drop 50, bring 150 right back to me. Keep a couple real hitters, got them on call for me. Money moving, got it in the market where it ought to be. Look, Papa don't preach, teachers don't teach. Gon' reach, that's facts. I ain't worried about none of that. I'm making that cash stack. Bunch of O's like NASCAR, but it's really more like NASDAQ. Why they thinking that they hot when they really more like quarter on me like a referee? Hating what they'll never be. Small top with a big bottom, yeah, shorty shaped like a letter D. Let her have it, then I let her be. If you love it, gotta let it grow. Crazy cause you really never know. When I'm hurting, never let it show. I'm a two-tone, two-phone, two-chain, new thing, lane whip, but you a broke. Low class, no cash, certified lame. I've been getting to it like I ought to. Couldn't pick, so I bought two. Understand why your chick came, I'm just trying to figure why she brought you. I'm really reppin' and I'm flexed up, and I ain't gotta tell him I'm next up. Sleep on the they rest up, but I'm up and I'm getting my checks up. Me and the fellas be high as propellers, ain't could tell us we great. Looking at like how do you figure unless you could talk about 8 figures. I'm too cool for the rules, baby, get off of me. Never need no push, I do it all for me. Keep a couple real hitters, got them on call for me. Money moving, got it in the market where it ought to be.
This is a big question. First of all, I'm gonna say I think people's feelings they're always gonna find a way to justify. Like everybody has their own perception of what. I think everybody has their own perception of what is justifiable for them. Because if they explain it to you, they're gonna explain it in a way that they are justified. In terms of this question, I really think it's
hold on, hey, dog. That's what coming out the gate, dog. I'm gonna have to get I gotta put polo on.
I could fall in. Look at my last bit. Ain't got a tiptoe. I'm all in. Think on a level that can't fail. And I roll me a J with the hate mail. Been doing good on the merch sale. All this bread on me look like a bake sale. Tell her you was really good. I'll be really good on a jaw jack. Send an email about the bread. I'ma hit you back with the call back.
When you
cool for the rules, baby, get off of me.
When you are at a
never need no push, I do it all for
and
me.
You're happy.
Keep a couple real hitters, got them on call for
Happiness
me.
is not pleasure. I need us to understand this. Happiness is the complete satisfaction with yourself. You are satisfied with who you are.
what I'm saying? Like people put the material things in front. You know what I'm saying? To make that contractual.
Yep.
And then after that, you're permitted to have my feelings. You know what I'm saying? Now I'll be soft and kind and compassionate after you make $100,000 a year, and after you are 6'4", and after you are athletic.
So
you know what I'm saying?
Wait, Joe, you mean to tell me that in order for me to create some benevolence in my relationship, as far as kindness and politeness and submissive and willingness to just be kind to me, it's going to cost me a whopping $100,000 a year?
Whopping. A grand total, right?
A grand total.
Yeah.
What up? What up? What up? Welcome to season 4, episode 2 of the Mail Room Show. My job to introduce the crew. We got Rollo. Until we get here, we got JB the Gym to build a deal. I'm your boy Tay Biz, and I like to make this beat raw. Yes, sir. What up, though, everybody? What up, though? Let's go. Welcome, 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 welcome. What up, though, everybody? This your boy Tay Biz, and we got Rollo in the building, and JB the Gent will be in shortly. Go ahead, unmute yourself, Rollo. We got a few.
My bad. There you go.
No, that's all love. It's all good.
There you go.
There it is. Yo, we got some people in the chat, man. For those of you we are also recording this live on Taybiz TV right now, which is the channel that I have as well as this one. And we doing this all together. We are interchanging. We are supporting each other like crazy. And we in the building right now. We got some people for Biz Nation in the chat right now. Abundance, one of the mods, saying, hey, Biz Nation, what up, though? She's saying, please hit the like button and on your way in. You know what I mean? We got Chill in the building. Happy Sunday, fam. She's one of the mods for the Mailroom Network and Taybiz TV.
What up, though?
Yo, Sean in the building. Saying hello, everyone's. Hello, everyone's. We got
our faithful moderator.
Faithful, man. Faithful. As a matter of fact, let's give him some love real quick. Let's show some love.
Let's give all the moderators some love. By Alicia J, another faithful moderator.
For sure, absolutely. Who else we got down there? Oh, they saying hi to each other.
We got Miss C Hill in the building, another faithful moderator.
Absolutely. Abundance said, "Let's go."
Let's get it.
With the arms, with the flex, you know.
Let's get
Yo,
it.
man, how you feeling today, man?
We here, man. Episode 2, season 4, man. Let's go.
Already. Look, man, it's bright outside. You know what I'm saying?
I'm liking this.
It's bright outside.
I'm liking this. I'm liking
I'm
this.
feeling
Like, I was not feeling it getting dark at 5:30.
Right.
That messes with my mental. So I'm happy to see the warmth is coming. It's gonna get to 50 out here. Almost 50.
Yeah.
It's gonna be like 45. It's gonna be like 45 by like Wednesday.
Okay. Yeah. We're doing that.
I'm looking forward to that.
Yes, sir. Absolutely. Well, you know how we do, man. Yeah, this is the Mailroom Show, season 4, episode number 2, man. We have been doing this for a nice little minute. And so I'm super excited about this season, man. We're doing some new stuff, some great stuff. Already getting good feedback about the new stuff that we're doing. So I want to appreciate everybody that's been showing us love and everything like that as well. So let's get ahead and do this real quick. Before we start the show, we always like to start it with a little bit of funny. All right, man. This is a parody video on chiropractors, man. I thought this was hilarious. Hey, yo, let's check it out.
And good. Just relax. You're going to feel a little pop and perfect. Just relax, and that's what I'm talking about. Okay, we're going to release that tension in your lower back. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Good. Hold it. Good. Okay, get some good extension. Get some full extension. Okay, good. Okay, here we go. And boom. Okay, stay with me. And good. Okay, take a deep breath. Oh, did you feel that? Yes, that was it. Yeah. Okay, take a deep breath, and yes, grand slam. That was great. All right, now we're gonna get the kinks out. Ready? Okay, yes. You're doing fantastic. Good, just take a deep breath, nice and deep. Nice. That's it.
Dude.
Wasn't that great?
Yeah. Dang, dog.
Bro.
Hey, man. Yo,
hey, I just ran across a couple of those chiropractic videos on YouTube recently. I don't know how it came up on my feed, but that John do be looking brutal, just like that.
It be looking just like that, dog. Shout out to my man, dog.
That's wild.
He from Value Payment, man. Over there with Patrick Bet David, man. And I'm telling you, when I saw this, I was like, this dude, he took it 3.0 to 5.0. Like, it's crazy because when you watch chiropractic videos, you always hear the crunch. You know what I'm saying? Okay, they put the mic in everybody's spot so they can get the crunch and all that. And this dude, man, he took it to a whole nother level. No, when he started smashing in between the garbage can to get the kinks out, bro, I'm like, this dude is crazy, dog. Crazy, bro.
This dude said, "You're doing great."
You're doing great. That's it. There you go. You're doing fantastic. All right, Rollo, man, that's on you.
That's crazy. All right, let's get it. Hey, we appreciate everybody here tapping into the live show. Thank you to all our moderators. Thank you to everybody that's joining the live, old and new to our channel. We welcome you and thank you very much. We have come together once again for conversation and camaraderie to discuss topics relevant to men and women in society today. Me and my brothers, we appreciate y'all so much. Busy. With that being said, as we
embark
on another roundtable that has become the Mailroom Show, season 4. Let us never ever forget the foundation that is our Trinity. Salute,
my brother. Let's go.
All right, man. Hey, let's get into it. Yeah, my brother JB should be here shortly, so we're gonna keep it moving until our brother get here, man. Hey, we're gonna hop into a topic first today, Busy. Is that cool?
Let's do it. Let's go.
All right. Topic: can a date go south if a person references their ex in everything?
So you like on a date with somebody,
Yeah.
and every time there's a conversation piece that come up, they always reference their ex and what happened.
Yeah, like it just somehow manages to come up, maybe, or
Okay.
you know, every so often it might be some gaps in between, but it's maybe a little excessive for when you're out with
Excessive.
a person.
Man, look, so I think it can,
Mhm.
and I think it should go south if a person does that. And I'm gonna say should because it seems like obviously this person is referencing them for a reason,
Mhm.
and it shows disinterest in who you're actually on a date with. It's flat out rude to do that. And if you're the type of person that if you had an ex and you're not quite over it and you try to date and you find yourself doing this, you might not be ready to put yourself out there like that. I remember a time where I was talking to a particular young lady years ago, and we were talking about movies, right? And we were talking about how, you know, she was asking me like scenario questions. You know how women do. Like you be on the phone, like, so let me ask you a question. These hypotheticals. If we was on a date, right, and we had to go to the movies, like, would you pick the movie? Would you let me pick the movie? And I was like, well, I said it wouldn't really matter. I would ask you, like, this movie is coming out. Do you want to go see it with me or something like that? She said, yeah, okay, that's kind of like me picking it. You know what I'm saying? That's what I want to see. I want you to join me and see it with me, right?
Right.
She was like, oh my God, really? You would pick the movie? I'm like, yeah, I would pick the movie. She like, because my ex-husband, right? He would just I had to do everything. I had to pick the movie. I had to get the popcorn. I had to let him know what he had to do to take me out on a date. I mean, it was just so I did everything. And I'm like, in my mind, I'm like, yeah, this I'm not talking to you no more. No, like it's not even that serious right now. You know what I'm saying? It's not even that deep. So, it's just something like that. And just in conversation, something like that is just, it's over the top. It's like you don't have to excessively mention your ex all the time on a date. It's rude. And plus it lets me know like you still got some residue there, something that's perhaps that you might need to attend to. But I think a date can definitely go south, man. Especially if you having a date that's like a conversational heavy date. You know what I'm saying? Like it's conversation heavy. It's not a lot of activity. You know what I'm saying? Like if it's dinner or maybe if it's like at a bar or something, whatever. I don't know how people date nowadays, where they like to go, but it's not. I think it can go south for sure. Definitely 100%.
Yeah. Yeah. When I'm on dates, I don't like to deep dive into the whole ex conversation. You know what I mean? I try not to go there and just a general conversation when you're with somebody, to get to know them. But if a situation like this happened, I think I would be forced to ask a question.
Yeah, right, right, exactly.
Even though I don't really want to go here, I don't want to talk about an ex when I'm getting to know you.
Right.
But if it continues to come up, if I just catch it, and what's crazy is some people may not even know they're doing it. That's
true.
the worst. That's the worst. They don't even know, and that's the residue you talk about. That's like you still got something back there you're thinking about. They're not even conscious of it. So it would definitely raise some flags, and I would definitely be in that situation. I would be forced to ask what's going on, which could trigger them to start thinking more about it.
Yeah, I think it's and plus too, like there's a level of honesty you got to have with yourself and say, you know what? I mean, maybe it's just not time for you to do that. If you find yourself referencing your ex often on a date with someone, first of all, if you accept the date, that means that you have accepted the fact that you're ready to do such.
That's key. Yep.
You see what I'm saying? You told yourself that I'm accepting this date. I'm ready to put myself out there. Despite whatever happened in the past, I'm ready to put myself out there. You chose to do that. So by accepting the date. So if you're accepting the date, that means you have to be present and intentional in that moment with that person. And it shows a lack of interest in that moment. So if you are going to do this, you know what I'm saying, do the whole date thing, and you still have some stuff in your past, whether it be it could be anything. It don't necessarily have to be a bad breakup. Sometimes breaking up with someone is not always terrible. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes there has to be a mutual leave of each other because you realize like, okay, this is not going to go where I thought it would go. This is not going to, go to the place where we're going to have a longevity together. Like I can't find myself in this person's life for a long time, or whatever the case may be. You gave it a shot, whatever the case may be, but you mutually just like let it ride. There's some cases like that. And but if you put yourself out there to date, then the one thing you want to do is show that person that I am intentional, I'm participatory, I am present in the date. I'm not going to reference my ex often, if I am in this date with you. You know what I'm saying? So that is something that you have to, consider. You know what I mean?
It's messed up if you gotta give yourself a motivational speech before a date.
Before that means you probably shouldn't.
You probably shouldn't be dating if you gotta pump yourself up.
You should. You might want to decline that.
If you at the crib right before you about to go on a date and you gotta give yourself a pep talk like Coach used to do.
Yeah, exactly.
For the game, like you're not ready for the game, man. Just
right.
Get all that stuff out the attic and
right.
wait till it's cleared out.
Right. There you go.
And then go from there, man. I think, and I've done this too. I've tried to move on quick.
Mm-hmm.
I've tried to fill a void with somebody else just because I needed that void filled, not knowing if this is what I really want to do. I'm not thinking about it. I'm not thinking about if it's what I really want to do or not. I'm just thinking about feeling better.
Yeah.
I think as people, we tend to do that. You know what I'm saying? Like we tend to do that as a society. I think sometimes, I've definitely been a victim of it myself, trying to do something to kind of brush under the rug what I'm really going through. And this is when you got to try to think about other people in your scenario, and I know when you're going through something and mentally you're in one place, physically you're supposed to be you're supposed to be somewhere, but mentally you're in another place. That trickles down to the person that you're in contact with. And I think sometimes we don't always factor that in, and it's human error. It's human. It's just, just us, just people in general, and it's just something that we got to try to be mindful of. We're not going to always get it right, but it's just something to be mindful of. Like, I don't want to really hear about the guy you were with when I'm out with you, and a woman doesn't want to hear about the woman that I was with. I'm hoping that outside of what maybe the little questions, what happened in your last relationship, why did it end? That's one of those general conversations I'm sure everybody here has had. But that's where it should end, maybe, because that's just general conversation, getting to know somebody. You know what I mean?
For sure.
So that's how I feel about that, man. Yeah. So
let's hit the comment real quick, dog. Let's see. Starfish and Coffee. Shout out to Starfish and Coffee, one of the Biz Nation peoples.
What up, Starfish and Coffee? What's going on, y'all?
Says not everyone has the choice. What if their partner has died? What then? I mean, if you're that's a good
very good
observation on that. But even in that means you're grieving. If you're still grieving, then dating is not something that would be a best practice, I would say. You know what I'm saying? So, that's something to be careful about. I mean, it's very interesting though, because a person will do that. They would be like, they will mention like, if you're on a date, like, I was married before, and then my ex-husband my wife or husband died, or whatever the case may be, and that's that's like, wow, that's, y'all could talk about it a little bit, like, how did you get through that situation? Like, are you okay? Like, how and you have to take that personal time to actually make that decision. You know what I'm saying? If you had an ex that passed and you're grieving and they passed like 2 months ago, you know, like I don't know if you should be dating after you just buried them 2 months ago. You know what I'm saying? Like you could time this up a little bit better. You know what I'm saying? So that way you're not subconsciously, if you believe in that, if you're not subconsciously saying the person's name or referencing the person in everything, at all the conversations we're having on this date, you're just constantly going back to that person. Then that other person you're dating is going to be like, you know what? I don't think you're over this, your ex. You know what I'm saying? And and it's okay, but I'm going to respectfully bow out, and keep it pushing. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. It is what it is.
Yeah. Again, shout out to Starfish and Coffee for this
sure.
comment and question. I think, and I'm sure we've all heard this, but grieving is different in everybody's eyes.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes people do just want to get back out there in their grieving.
Mm-hmm.
And like you said, I think it's up to the person that you're dating to just be understanding of that.
Mm-hmm.
I just wouldn't expect the relationship to start off where a relationship when you first meet somebody start off. It's not gonna go down that line. If that's kind of if that's like your trigger, and there's constant reminders and there's constant things that come up about your ex that unfortunately passed away. I think people should be compassionate about that, but it can kind of almost defeat the purpose of why you out meeting somebody new. So,
and so we're talking about a date too. You know what I'm saying?
A date, it's like you're out.
So it's like,
you know what I mean?
It's really like you can take your time with that. You know what I'm saying? I think that's these things are not often times the case, but in those cases, like I can understand that, and I can still, even like for me personally, even if a person was doing that because of that fact that they had an ex that passed, I would still finish the date though.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't just I would still finish the date, but I would not pursue that woman.
Exactly. It won't
I
go.
wouldn't be able to
It won't.
pursue her. Yeah.
Yeah. It won't lead to. It probably won't lead to anything. It probably won't be a second date because if you feel it, within yourself that somebody is still grieving, that'll probably be the best thing because
I would respect the fact that they might need more time. I mean, again, the question is about referencing them in everything and like over the top. Like, that would to me would be like, you know what, you might need some time. You know what I'm saying? And I'm cool. I'm cool with giving you some time. You know what I'm saying? But I wouldn't be motivated to pursue that woman. Sean Tillman says maybe they're not really over their ex. That could be the case for sure.
That's definitely the case.
Coffee said you got to be grown about these things and be real. That's a fact.
That's
100% fact. 100% fact. 100% fact. I think women tend to be more honest when it comes to these situations than men, in my opinion. Okay, well, all right.
That's real.
Okay, but see, abundance go hard, dog. You know what I'm saying? Like she a part of Biz Nation. Like abundance go hard. She go kind of hard sometimes. She throw it out there. She from Cali. You know, she throw it out there. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I like, but I feel what you're saying, abundance. I get you. I got you. That was a curveball. She tried to throw a little curveball over there. Dog,
it is spring training.
That was a good topic, man. Good conversation.
That was real good. Appreciate y'all for that. Busy. Let's do Here's the Situation, man. Let's go.
Let's do it. Let's go.
Oh man, this is a very interesting one, my brother.
Okay, all right. Let me break it down for us, man.
Let's break it down. Okay, here's the situation, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, a woman friend zones her male friend for 7 years. Okay, that male friend goes and sleeps with her other friend, and the woman who friend zoned this man gets upset because he slept with her friend. What do y'all think about this situation?
What?
What you think? What you think, Busy?
Okay, let's retrace the steps here. The woman had a guy friend and friend zoned him for 7 years.
Yep.
So no nothing, no dates, no nothing, no anything. Friend zone, just all day, platonic, cool. Nothing wrong with that. Her friend sleeps with him.
Yep.
Like the friend and him hit it off.
Yep. So the woman invited her male friend out with her and another one of her homegirls. They kicked it, whatever, ended up sleeping together. The man, my bad, I forgot to point this out. The man still tried to pursue her after that still, but the woman was so upset. And he
tried to pursue the chick that friend zoned him.
Yeah, he continued to kind of try to pursue her
after he slept with her.
But she just was too upset to even basically deal with him or respond to him.
But okay, all right,
yeah.
Here we go, man. See,
yeah,
this that bull. This that bull. We just had an episode last week about friends with benefits, right?
Yep.
And Jay pointed out how when you add relationship type things to friends with benefits is where the lines get blurred. If you just stick it to the benefit part, which we know is the sex part, then adding the flowers, the cars, and candy, and all that kind of stuff, it blurred the line of that particular type of a agreement, right?
Right.
So if you have friend zoned a guy, and you got a homegirl that rock with him, like she feeling him, you don't like him in that way. So why are you getting upset with whatever he does romantically with anyone else if you don't like him, if you friend zoned him?
It's like I had to look over it again. I really couldn't believe the mindset of this woman. Like you can't and we're grown. You can't be serious. I was like, you can't be serious.
You can't be mad because he did his thing with your homegirl
at all.
Like that. Like I'm pretty sure you and your homegirl talked at some point. I mean, you friends on him for 7 years. At some point, you told your homegirl like, "Yeah, he liked me, but I don't really like him like that." Bro. Right, and so the fact that he stayed in the friend zone that long is really my concern.
Mind-boggling.
I'm trying to figure out, brother, how you even get friend zone in the first place. We don't play those games. We don't play those games. If you feeling this woman and she ain't feeling you like that, don't get friend. I mean, you could be a friend to her if you want to, but don't be trying to pursue her and she's putting you in a position where you will never get to her. Like she don't like you like that. Why are you? She's friend zoning you because you keep trying to get with her. So she keep rejecting that, and then she's putting you in this zone and putting you in this lane so that way she can control this narrative here. She has to because she don't like it like that. But then if you sleep with somebody and it just happened to be her friend, baby girl, you can't get mad at him for that. No way. You can't get mad at him for that.
Narcissism is real.
You said I'm just saying, I'm not. It's a game. It's a mind game to me. It's like, how are you getting upset with somebody that's doing whatever they want to do that you don't have any interest in? Obviously, you have a limited interest as far as whatever benefit you can get from the person, whether it be advice, whether it be like, hey, can you can run me to the airport, whether it be that, can you cash out me $50? I need to do something real quick for my tires. Well, I don't know what it is, man. Some people got weird friendships between men and women. You know what I'm saying? Like they do all kind of stuff. But you can't get upset with this man for doing what he wants to do, and your homegirl is just happened to be the one. Do you think it's the fact that it was her friend that made it even worse in her eyes? Because she's mad at him for no reason.
See, I was thinking about, because we don't know the dynamics of the friendship,
Right, exactly. So I'm
You
just
know what I
kind of
mean?
like,
So that could come into play, but then again, not really, because this is completely outside of the friendship. You know, and like you said, we talked about it. Once you start sleeping with somebody,
Mhm.
or y'all are, or somebody's trying to pursue you, obviously the friendship is out the window. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So I think it's just a case of basically what you said, say trying to control that narrative, man. I think it's a level of accountability you got to take for how you treat somebody.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? And subconsciously, maybe she was feeling him. You know, maybe it's something about him that just made her friend zone him. But obviously, it's something about him that she likes as well. But
See,
she won't admit it.
yeah, man.
Sometimes we don't do nothing. Sometimes we don't do nothing until stuff happens. Sometimes we're not proactive.
A lot of times.
And you know what I mean? We're not proactive in how we approach our feelings and thoughts, and we need to be in some cases. It's cool to sit back and analyze. You know what I mean? I do that, you do that, Jay does that. I'm sure our viewers do that. But sometimes you gotta be more proactive with and really get to the foundation of why you feel a certain way for yourself.
Yeah,
Because
I
obviously
mean,
this 7-year friend zone was garbage because now you're upset that a woman you introduced him to was feeling him.
right. And he got active. You know
Got
what I'm
active.
saying? He got active.
Any man would have did that. Any man would
Yeah.
have did that.
I would expect any person to do that. Like if you, I
Yeah,
mean,
any person, yeah, anybody would do that.
any, even if it was flipped, even if it was flipped, and like, bro, you can't get mad. Like, you know what I'm saying? You can't get mad at her because she's doing something with the homie. When in a lot of these, but in a lot of these cases, since Abundance wanted to talk about honesty between men and women, yeah, I'm calling you out, Abundance. Since she wanted to talk about that, let's be honest. Yeah, let's be honest here. Most of the time, women have this issue. Let's just keep it a buck. Most of the time, women have this issue. Women do things instead of just being straight up in the beginning of what it is that you're looking for, want or whatever. What happens is, she down there laughing. What happens is you let stuff slide too late. You do not set your standard in the beginning, and then along the way you want things to change. Well, I thought he would have did this. You shouldn't think about what a man does. You should just go ahead and do, and you should just go ahead and let that man know you interested or show it. You don't have to say anything. The way you present it will show that you interested. The fact that a woman is friend zoning a man for 7 years is automatically out of bounds. First of all, you're not gonna friend zone me.
That's crazy work.
And number two, the dude is just as crazy as accepting the friend zone. And then he gonna try to pursue her after he got active with the friend.
That was stupid.
I mean, so it's like it sounds like a bunch of like alphabet soup craziness going on right now. You know what I'm saying? Like all these different letters, they don't even make words. They're just letters. You feel me? Like they're not even making no words right now. And it's like, dude, you cannot do this. You cannot do this and it be okay. You know what I'm saying? Like, so like you said, it shows a level of some type of control that has to be done. You want to control something, so you place a label on it. I'm a friend zone you. All right. Now we grown, man. We 40 plus, man. We in the 40 club. Come on, man. Friend zone stuff was like in high school. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So you doing the little girl thing with the friend zone situation instead of just being upfront about what it is that you really feel. You wait until your friend gets involved, and then all of a sudden he get active with her. Then you want to get upset. I think it's because, and that, again, this is all speculation on my part, but I think also it's because when a woman see a man handling his business, doing what he's supposed to do for himself, and he's growing in a certain level,
it's like a magnet.
It's like a magnet, bro. And then you don't want to admit, you don't want to say it first because you don't want to be the one that reneged on what you did in the first place. So what you do is you see it, you hope that he try to pursue you or in some nature. But he already done got active with old girl. He's showing you like, I'm not waiting on you. I'm not trying to wait on you for anything.
Yeah.
And then, you know what I'm saying? Now, why he went back to pursue her, I have no idea. But she couldn't handle it. She didn't want to handle it. So she's like, I'm not going to deal with him. But at the end of the day, you could have set this in the beginning of what it is that you want, don't want, whatever the case may be. And it could have been a wrap. You know what I'm saying? But your jealous ways after this happens is confusing. Super confusing, man. And a lot of times this happens mostly on the one way. Like the exception don't make the rule. a lot of men don't go through this all the time. There are some men that do. I mean, I had her first, and like that kind of crazy argument type stuff some men have. Yeah, but majority of the time, it's always the woman getting upset when the man is moving on and not paying attention to her no more. Now all of a sudden she like, but what's going on? I'm upset with you because I thought you liked me. Well, you friend zoned me for 7 years. My bad for being a human and getting confused by your actions. You know what I'm saying? Like that kind of thing to me, man.
Yeah. It's like this one was she was definitely having an internal conflict within herself that she didn't want to fess up to.
Right.
You know what I mean? And you can't and then your internal conflict is reflecting on me. Now you're upset with me.
Exactly.
You know, because I did something as a free single person who's allowed to do as I please. You know what I mean? You put me in the situation that I was put in by you.
By you. You placed me in the zone. You created the zone for me and you put me there. Now I'm in there and I'm able to do whatever I want to do. You get mad that you put me there.
Yeah.
Like, make it make sense, dog.
It's wild.
Make it make sense.
It's wild, man. Shout out to the chat. If you know of or maybe have been in this type of situation, man, let us know. If you have a situation that you would like for us to discuss here on the Mailroom Show, hit us up at the mailroom313@yahoo.com. I guarantee your situation will be talked about on this show. It could be your situation or just a situation that you know of. You will remain anonymous if you would like to be. And yeah, just rock with us there. It will be talked about on this show, man. If you have a Q&A, we're doing Q&A throughout the whole show. If you have any questions about during the show, just go ahead and drop it in the chat. Anything regarding the show, let us know what's up. And we'll get to your question like y'all been doing, man. That's what's up. Hey, we about to get into one of I don't know, Tay. This is like my favorite segment of our show. I think this is like one of the dopest things we've come up with, y'all. You know what I mean? Say, man, let's get in the cap or keep, bro.
Stop the cap.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. If you are new to the Mailroom Show, this is our segment called Cap or Keep. What me and my brothers do is we give statements and we let you know whether we believe it, which is keep, or if we don't believe it, which is cap. So this is fun. You know, some of the statements really make you think, some of the statements will make you laugh, some of the statements make you feel a certain way. But me and my brother Tay B gonna decide if we think it's cap or we'll keep that thought. All right, man. Biz, you ready to do it, bro?
Let's do it. Let's go.
All right, let's get into it, y'all. Cap or keep. Transparency is better than honesty. Transparency is better than honesty.
What you think, man?
I mean, like, to me, I mean, you know, they kind of go hand in hand. What I'm going to say is keep, because I think the difference with just transparency and just honesty, just thinking about the individual definitions, like, I think transparency could be a little bit more bold, a little bit more straightforward. You can be honest with somebody, but you can still try to filter in how you present it. In both cases, you could do that. But I think as far as just the overall definition of transparency, I think it's a little more bold. You're a little more straightforward. You know what I mean? Like if you're going to use that term. So I think I'm gonna have to keep that.
Bullshit. Bullshit.
Go ahead, bro. I'm assuming you choose the left.
Yeah, dog. Nah. That's cap.
Okay.
That's cap because transparency. If I have to see, honesty is the fact. Honesty is that you are being purely yourself without being unapologetic about it. You're being honest. You're being pure. Like you're not trying to pretend to be something else. You're actually being who you are supposed to be. And you rocking with yourself so much to the point where if anybody else don't rock with you, you not about to switch up to impress them or to do anything for them to rock with you. Transparency is letting you in my house. Now I told you I got a big screen TV. I was being honest about that. You want me to be transparent, let you inside my crib so you can see it yourself.
Bullshit.
You're not coming in my house.
You gotta do three.
You're not coming in my house. See, so transparency is show me what you're saying is true. So transparency is like give me your phone code so that way I can see that you're not texting somebody else. Now I told you I ain't texting nobody else, man. You don't think I'm being honest for whatever reason.
Yeah.
I've been with you about everything else. Now you wanted me to be transparent with you. Like I'm not about to do that. So at the end of the day, you're not coming in my crib. You're not about to see if I got a big screen TV or not. I told you I had one. I ain't got nothing to lie to you for or about. So you're not gonna come in my crib. See, that's what it is. And see, it's like then you become easily detected. Because I'm gonna be transparent. I'm just gonna let you into everything. See, that's the person that has a more upfront, like they give you everything at once. They leave nothing to the imagination or even to the mind to say, hey, try to get figure this person out or whatever. They don't even want to get figured out. They think being transparent is being honest. You can lie, you can hide in plain sight, dog. You can be as transparent as you want to, and you still can be lying. You know what I'm saying? You can still be lying. It's like somebody who got that player mentality, right? And they're like, yeah, go ahead in my phone. Go ahead, you can look at everything you want. And then the other phone is the real phone that they do the pimping in. I can be transparent however I want to be transparent. It doesn't negate the fact that if I'm being honest with you, that the honesty is what should trump the transparency. You shouldn't even need for me to be transparent if I'm being honest with you. I have nothing to prove anything to you. I'm being honest. I'm being exactly who I am all the time. I'm not changing. You want me to be transparent because, like Jay said, even in the chat before he came on, you got insecurities. And because you got insecurities, you want me to be transparent with you. It's the same thing as I said last week. The relationship ain't the problem. It's you. That's why I say it's cap. It's you. You got insecurities in you that you want me to fix, and you want me to fix it by me changing me for you. When I've been honest with myself the whole time, I've been honest before you, and I'm gonna be honest after you. So there is no way in the world I'm about to switch up and give you my phone and make you and be all that to satisfy what? Because you're still jealous, and you still gonna have a jealousy issue even after I be transparent with you. And most of the time, the people that want you to be transparent, they're the one hiding things from you. That's my take, dog.
Let's get it. What up, Jay?
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, you wanna spill your take on you want to spill your take on your choice for this one for Captain Keeper?
If you want me to, I will.
Let's get it.
Tay was online, bro. Rob, you got to think about that. That's cap, sir. That
He
is
coming
a
in
guilt
hot.
trip, bro. It's a mad guilt trip, man. Like, and jealousy is the perfect example for this. You know what I'm saying? He was talking about going through the phone. That's an easy example for this. Like, if you had a woman that's like, like say for instance, like this is the difference. I'm making another example. This is the difference for me. The difference is if I go out and you know what I'm saying, the girl I'm dating knows I'm going out. I come back and report that, or I just report the fact I'm going out with the fellas, right? That's honesty. Transparency is I went out with the fellas and a couple of girls hollered at me.
I hear you. Yeah, yeah.
That's transparency. You know what I'm saying? And that's really the main reason behind people that says it's a difference between honesty and transparency. It's just because of that. It's because they're thinking that your honesty is not is only a base level of truth. Like there's another edition of it. Like the more
Right.
I know, the more you're more transparent about yourself. You know what I'm saying? But truth and be honest, you just don't believe. You just don't trust you. Like that's just all it is. Like why do I gotta talk about women that's talking to me when I'm out with the fellas? That's irrelevant information. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? It has nothing to do
Yeah.
with our
Yeah.
relationship whatsoever, man. But people
Yeah.
want to know that because they just want to, you know what I'm saying? They just want to be all up in your stuff because really they don't trust you. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like they have a low, they have a high insecurity of trust. That's just what that is, man. So yeah, I had to quote tell that one, man. That's cap for sure.
Yeah, that's real.
For
That's
sure,
real.
man.
That's real. Very well explained on both ends, my brother. Hey, let us know what y'all think for Captain Key for this first one, y'all. Transparency is better than honesty. I want to hear from the chat. All right, we're gonna go to the next one, fellas. Captain Key, we live in a society full of feelings, but voided of them at the same time.
Mm.
I'm a We live in a society full of feelings, but voided of them at the same time. I'm gonna keep
I'm gonna
that.
keep this one.
I'm gonna keep that one.
I'm gonna keep this one, man. I'm gonna go first real quick. A lot of people are two sided as hell when it comes to the emotional, their emotional counterpart. You know what I'm saying? They want to be freely, they want to be freely open about what they think, but want to be defensive about how somebody portrays them. You know what I'm saying? Like I
Yeah.
think everybody's like that. I think we live in the era of I feel. You know what I'm saying? I feel and sometimes not. I can't even say sometimes. Unfortunately, it's most of the time in 2025. It almost overdoes the truth. Like in these people's mind, it just overdoes the truth. Now it's like, hey, what I'm saying? Like, I know the sky's blue, but it's a bluish green, I feel. And we just roll with that. And then that becomes a narrative and that becomes a thing. So it's like I think most people do this, you know what I'm saying? Only I guess mature and I'll say more mature people, if I want to put a label on it, more mature people would know that, you know what I'm saying, like that your feelings really don't matter when it comes to reality. You know what I'm saying? Like, and they'll just leave it at that threshold. But a lot of people want to remove, you know what I'm saying, other people's emotions, but make theirs valuable as hell. And I don't understand how that happens. So with this, yeah, but I believe that. Real talk. You know what I'm saying? I'll keep this. What y'all think?
No doubt. What you think, Busy?
I don't know because I had some time to think about this. And when I think of a void, I think of an empty space. So
Hmm.
I have a question first. Like when you say voided of their feeling, voided of the feelings, are you saying that the sensitivity they want, they can't reciprocate that back? I
In in
they
in
void of
other
feelings to
words,
the
of
point.
yeah.
Are they void of feelings to the point where they want to receive, they want their feelings validated, but they don't know how to validate other feelings?
It could be that. You could take it like that. Yeah, that
Yeah.
would be on
Okay.
an individual talent scale, though, wouldn't it?
But
Yeah, yeah.
that's
And
one way to
Jay
think
said
about
something
it.
about the emotional part too. Busy.
Right. That's what I'm saying. So I think I'm gonna say keep, but I also just want to come at another angle with it as far as I think that in our society, the feelings have evolved so much to the point where they have become law in certain instances. When I say law, I'm not talking about just legislation. I'm talking about law in their life. You know what I'm saying? Like the way I feel is the only thing that it is, and if no one validates that for me, then I can't talk to them. You become you detach yourself from anything that disagrees with your feelings. If you're saying void it in that way, then I totally agree.
Right, because if you have that thought, then you have two people doing that. Then that's exactly what happens, right?
Yeah,
So I
exactly.
think if you're thinking about this statement, I'm assuming it's like that. Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Because I find that often to be the case.
Yeah.
That I find it often that people will create a false reality to get other people to agree with it, so that way it would make them feel better about themselves. It's that naivety, that willful naivety, where you know that this is not supposed to be, but you do it anyway because you want to prove that the image you created for yourself is the rosy image that you want everybody to believe. And we know you got an attitude problem. We know you got anger in your heart. We know you hate. We know you hateful for real. It's like you want us to believe this image that you built up of yourself, knowing that you cannot actually hold that up. It's like we had that conversation before, Jay, about that false reality thing.
Yeah.
Where it's like I create this, I do the WandaVision thing because I am hurt. I'm so hurt that I WandaVision my life, right? And then by the time the real the real come to play, then next thing you know, everything is really not good.
Yeah.
Like in WandaVision, she had the crib and she had vision and everything was fine. They had the kids in the house and everything like that, and all of that was in her head.
Right. That's the false
it's only
reality.
until reality sat in when it's like, okay, this is not really the case. It was a construction site for a house that wasn't even there. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I look at this. That's how I look at that Capra Keep.
Yeah, it's like on the follow up, it's like, she was thinking that, and then somebody else would come back and be like, I think you're crazy, and she'd be like, well, I don't care what you think. It's that transaction.
Exactly. I don't even if what
So
you're
you
saying
have emotions, but you voided of them. Like at the same time, how you doing that? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, well, I think everybody should feel the way I feel, and I don't care how nobody else feels. It's like,
right.
What?
What is wrong with you? Like, stop it.
Yeah, that's wrong.
Star Copy said only little people need validation.
Oh wow.
Yeah. And that can be taken in any type of way possible. Any type of way you want to take it, man.
Use your imagination on that one.
For sure.
I definitely went. Yeah.
Hey man. The only one, right?
Hey, first of all, I agree with what both of y'all said. Very well explained, my brothers. I'm gonna keep it too. I think in general we live in a very sensitive society now. A couple things came to mind when y'all were talking. I'm gonna give two examples of what came to my mind. I work in education, so I hear a lot about things that are going on in schools, not only in Michigan but around the country. You know what I mean? And the transgender thing is big now, and they're trying to unify the bathrooms and things like that. You know what I mean? So obviously everybody's up in arms about that. You know what I mean? And so the people who are against it are getting backlash, without understanding, and the people that are giving backlash are not understanding why, that's a problem. You know what I mean? So things like that. And another thing I thought about, have y'all like noticed, and I'm gonna use comedians nowadays. There's a big thing now with comedians and what they say on stage. And it gets, and it's like, it's everything is a red flag now. You know what I
Yep.
mean? Not understanding that back in the day, Richard Pryor, Eddie Murphy, they went in. You know what I mean? Not, you know, they don't understand that this is the art form of it. They get up there, they talk about things. Some things are a little sensitive, but it's material. They're putting on a show, and this has been done for years. But now everything is magnified. Everybody has a problem with something because it's just how it makes them feel. And they want everybody else to feel how they feel.
Right.
It's not fair. It's just not fair. So I'm gonna keep it because I think our society is extremely sensitive to a lot of things right now, and not taking into consideration the other part of it, the other people who are involved, the other people who might not feel how you feel. And things are just extremely overblown. You gotta watch what you do. You gotta watch. Parents can't even really discipline their kids nowadays.
You go to jail.
Yeah.
Parents can't discipline their kids nowadays. But you got your butt beat when you was little.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? To shape you up. You know, and we just kind of we're getting away from things that have been, I guess, normal in some instances, and no issues were coming from those normal things. And today, everything is just heightened. Everybody's thoughts and opinions have to matter now. It's just crazy.
That's a fact.
It's just crazy.
Yeah. Sea of infirmities, man. This is everybody got a problem and a vulnerability and an issue and something they need to fix.
Yeah.
And this society's moral code is everybody's okay. And that's been a lie for a very long time. You know what I'm saying? It's been a lie for a very long time. Like, everybody got issues. Everybody's damaged. This is the reason why the dating culture is the way it is. Like, everybody got problems. You know what I mean? Everybody mad.
That's
Right?
real.
Yeah.
Everybody got problems. So it's like, you know, and that's okay, but nobody wants to talk about it. Everybody wants to sweep it under the rug. That's why nobody wants to fix it. It's like, just accept me for who I am, even if I got a whole bunch of garbage bags with me. Just accept it. Like, it's just what it is. And back, you know, and the normalcy back then, if you want to call any level of normalcy, and if you want to call that back then, is people to charge you for your infirmities. Like, you need to grow up. You need to think differently. You need to better yourself and all that type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? Now it's like, why you got to tell me to do that? Why can't you just love me for me? And that's exactly what you're talking about, right? It's that stuff. You know what I'm saying? It's like, come on, man.
You know, being in IT, right? There is and I'm gonna just say this, and we can, you know, move on to whatever. But when I was an independent contractor and doing IT, there was something that we had to do called an IT assessment before we made one of our clients, and we had to assess their security. We had to assess their actual networking system, like how the networking was even produced, where the network was coming from. Did they have their own server? Did they have their own actual IP? Like all this kind of stuff. And, you know, did they have password policies? Did they have like disaster and recovery, you know, documentation and things of that nature? And those things, like, that helps you to understand whether or not, you know, you could service that person or not. You know what I'm saying? And if the person didn't want the assessment, they couldn't be our client. If you want, you know what I'm saying? Like, if I can't assess you, you can't rock with me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And this society, they don't want to be assessed. They want you to just rock with them without assessing what's going on. Just because it makes me feel good, it should be good for everything. No.
Right.
No, that's not the case.
Right.
An assessment, you need this, and this. Now, within that assessment, we offer something called best practices. Best practices was things that were listed in our assessment that compared to what you're doing, compared to what we offer. You have computers with no login screen. Okay, that's a bad practice. The best practice would be to have to be able to log in to your actual computer, and you can lock it, and you can do all the stuff you need. You can secure the stuff in the computer, especially depending on what data is in there. So this is the thing. This is like, these are not best practices.
Right. Across the board.
Right. You mentioned the whole bathroom thing, Rollo. Like, best practice would say, don't do that. Don't bring that in the same joint. You know what I'm saying? Like, best practice was normal thinking would be, right? But we live in an abnormal society, man. So the normal is not the way it used to be, and the direction it's going in. We all have to make our individual choices and our individual changes. That's the best way to do that. Go microscopic, then you can go macroscopic. That's how I look at it too.
Facts.
Real talk. Very well said, my brothers. Shout out to the chat for chiming in on all the cap or keep topics so far, man. We appreciate y'all. That was dope. Y'all ready for the next one?
Yep.
All right, cap or keep. If you have to validate why you are single, you are not single by choice. I'm keeping. Hey, what y'all feel about that one?
That's like, bro. That's one of the cute fella situations, man.
Like over the pillow over the head, two
pillow over the head, two up top, fellas. Two up top. Right. That's one of them things. Straight.
Hell.
Get you out of here, right? Right? Hey, man. Hey, what you? How you feel, sir?
Abundance, what up, though? She cracking up, dog.
Abundance say she died talking about cap.
She laughing talking about cap, like she know that ain't cap, but it's all good though. Abundance crazy, man.
I'm keeping that. I'm keeping that, man. I'm keeping that, bro. Like you, bro. Like if you gotta over justify the decisions you've made and the reason why you in your situation, you're not trying to solve your situation, and you probably deserve to be in your situation. If everything that comes out your mouth has to be about if everything that comes out your mouth is about why something happened to you, that's a problem.
That's facts. Oh God, you gotta keep it, man. Like I got to keep that, man.
I'm keeping
because I can hear that chick in my head, like or that guy. Anybody can do this stuff. It just be so raw. Like, hey, people, it's the problem. People just don't understand me.
They didn't get me.
They don't understand me. That's what it is. The problem is everybody really ain't on what they supposed to be on. This is why. So I am sitting back. That's what I'm doing. I'm sitting back because people don't understand. First of all, I'm too good to even deal with all what you're trying to give me out here. Okay, so I'm sitting back. That's just what it is. I choose to do this. Okay, I choose to do this. That's how that shit goes.
No man. What the real is though? What the real is right here though? The real is, see, God got me on this journey, right? For me to find myself, because apparently I don't know where the hell I'm at. You feel me? So he got me on this self-healing love journey right now, and it's not meant for me to. Because I remember one day, right, I was having breakfast, right, and God told me to be single by choice. You feel me? Because I gotta be. I'm on this journey right now, man, and I'm telling you, it's. Well, how many times you been on this journey? Like 4 or 5 times, but that's besides the point. You know what I'm saying? That's besides the point, bro. Like, I know for sure now that I need, this stuff. So that's why I'm single by choice, dog.
Man.
Hey, abundance crazy. Talk about I'm learning who I am.
I'm learning who that's what I hate. Learning who I am. Come on, man.
I'm learning who I
Come
am,
on, man.
dog. I'm learning. Obviously, I'm
Hilarious,
40,
dog.
40 years old, still don't know who you are. It's crazy work, dog.
Well,
That's crazy work.
It ain't nothing. That's a really bad feeling trying to convince yourself of something.
Yeah.
Like that's just the worst feeling in the world, bro. I used to do that when I was younger. You know what I mean? Like trying to convince myself of how I'm thinking and how I'm moving is correct. Nah, man. If it's wrong, if I'm in a position because of something I did, I had to learn to eat that and figure out how to get better, man.
Yeah.
I just don't like that way of thinking. It don't make any sense. Like, who cares? Nobody cares. It's you're there.
That's the most effective and the most dangerous, you know what I mean?
Real,
like thing to do is that's the most dangerous level and the most effective level of deception is to do it to yourself.
Yeah.
That's facts though.
It's something you can grow out. It's something you can grow out of, but hopefully, you could try to make strides into, okay, look, my feet are on the ground now. I'm in this situation.
On the mountain though. Because
how do I get down from here? How do I get down from here? Let me figure this out. But first, let me explain why I'm here, so I can have it in my mind, and I could be cool, and I could get my mind right before I take this step. No, start taking the steps now instead of just talking about it. Start taking the steps now instead of just talking about it, and letting other people know so they can validate you. You know what I mean? Like we should not be looking for validation for other people just so we can feel better about ourselves, man. We had this conversation many a times. And I think that word validation gonna keep coming up in our show because that's just what it is. A lot of things is that. So, that's
what about people who mutually broke up with a significant other, and they had a mutual choice to break up together, and that's why they single by choice.
They had a mutual choice.
Yeah, they had a mutual agreement. Like, the man and the woman had a mutual, like, yo, this ain't working out kind of conversation. This ain't gonna work out. And then that conversation, and it's like they both chose to, like, let this go peacefully. And then they're single because they chose to break up. Is that single by choice?
Oh my God. That's
yeah.
It really is, man. It's like now you just playing with the terminology to try to prove yourself right about this concept of single by choice.
Exactly.
Right? Like you just playing with the vocabulary. Like I think it's the same thing. You know what I'm saying? Like you try. What it is, I think people try to make themselves look like the innocent bystander of the problems, right? You try to make yourself the innocent bystander. So it's like if I can show how gracefully I bowed out, it makes me look graceful. You know what I'm saying? It's like the good guy, good girl syndrome. It's like you're trying to show this, but it's like reality doesn't say that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I hate when people say they be in long-term relationships and then I mean even with kids though, and be like that girl just turned crazy. And I'm like, when? When did this happen? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I can understand, right? Like, either they was already, you didn't notice. It's like, when did somebody like, and you for several years, like, you didn't know? Like, I don't. That's one of those things. And then when they explain the situation, they're victimizing themselves in their own speech. Like, well, I deserve all that. Like, it's like, well, your contribution is 50% the problem. Like people don't understand that stuff. Like in a breakup of a relationship, if there was anything bad that happened, they try to erase the bad part or give all the bad part to the other party. But if you try to do that, like just you being in the relationship is the part of your fault. Like I had to realize that. Like I had to really grow up and be like, you know what, I dealt with her. That was partially my fault. Even though she was like on the loose crazy end, right?
Mhm.
Eventually. And I try to even prove that. As much as I'm talking blue in the face of somebody else, it's like they're gonna look at me like, but you were in it though. Like
Mhm.
and that's the
All
main
the way.
idea. Like you were in it entirely. So
All
it's
the way.
like when
Yep.
they when you start having this big old resume about why you single, it's just cap.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's
Real talk.
cap. The more you talk, the more cap it is. To me, it is not like the more you talk. I'm on a healing journey, and I'm learning myself, but I'm gonna be okay, and I have family that love me, and you just go, hey,
Yeah.
you know, like,
Even
yeah,
if you in a relationship where even if you're in a relationship where the breakup happened on scapegoat level, which I always talk about, because that's the thing. Even if that happens, you still have to realize that okay, you still spent a decade doing this, and
right,
you
right,
have to realize like okay, at some point, I didn't get the memo. The fax machine was down, or something was going on. I was buffering. I don't know what happened, but clearly I was not coherent enough to understand that I should have been bailed
right,
away a long time ago. So even in that, you still got to take some accountability and say, you know what? As long as I tried my best to actually heal the situation with, even if the other person was not committed to doing it, but I said I was, you can still walk away with your head up. You know what I'm saying? But just to blame somebody else for things is like
right,
that's not the way to go.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, because and I think that's a good point, Tay. Because I think even in your validation, if it's not really geared towards the other person, because you're just saying I'm here because of this and that, and this is why I'm doing this, you subconsciously blaming the other person, even if you're not even if you're not necessarily mentioning that in your spiel about why you're single or why you're this.
Yeah.
In your mind is you're thinking about that person. You know what I mean? When you're trying to validate it, even if they're not actually spoken of, I think that you're still maybe subconsciously thinking about that person in your validation. It
Yeah.
doesn't. I don't think it necessarily has to be said, but I think something in you knows that okay, this is.
Oh, for sure.
You know what I mean? Like this is why I'm doing this. I'm doing me. The energy comes from what the person did.
Well, for
mm-hmm.
sure.
You know what I mean? The energy comes from that. Yeah, that was good. So we all kept that one, man, for real. All right, again, chat. If y'all have any questions about today's show, please go ahead and put them in the chat. We will definitely get to them. And go keep rolling, man. All right, fellas. Last one for Cap or Keep. Cap or Keep. Sex is more important to men than women, and people don't even understand why.
A bullshit. A bullshit. A bullshit. A bullshit.
And
What do you
people
think?
don't understand why.
What do you think, Jerry?
That's the cat part.
Yeah, I think people do. I think that's the only part. Yeah, like you would know. I'm gonna let y'all do that one first.
Go ahead, Rollo.
Sex is more important to men than women, and people don't understand why. Yeah, I thought I had it until I said it again, but that people don't understand why is getting me.
That's the talking
Yeah.
point.
Yeah. That's the chopping block right there.
Oh man.
Want me to
Why you say
go
it's
ahead?
cat, busy? Yeah, why you
Go,
say it's
go
cat,
ahead.
busy?
Go ahead,
I say
Biz. I
it's
think
cap.
you already know.
I say it's cap is because we all want the same thing. We need to stop playing. We need to stop acting like we don't know this. We need to stop acting like one thing is more important than the other. Hey, listen. We are grown men on this panel.
That's facts.
You mean to tell me women don't know why sex is important to men? When it's important to them?
Mm-hmm.
It's so important to them that they do reels of themselves about it. They fake gyrate their behinds on Facebook, Instagram, all that kind of stuff, acting like they riding something and they ain't riding nothing.
That's easy.
They do, you know what I'm saying? They shake their booty they do the same little hip dance. Everybody doing this whatever this shit is. You know what I'm saying? That dumb shit. Like they doing like they do all this. All of that is sexually driven.
Yeah.
All of that. It's sexually driven.
I agree.
You wear lipstick and heels because it's a part of your sexual nature. You want the same thing men want. You're just not the pursuer of it. So to act like you don't know why is cap. Because you are participating in the pursuit. You want to get caught, but you need a catcher to catch you. So the man pursues you, but you put yourself in position to be pursued. That's why you get new hair done. That's why you get your new clothes and outfits. That's why you go to the gym and work out and record yourself doing it and all kind of stuff. That's why you get BBLs. That's why you got BBWs. That's why you got BMWs. That's why you got Lexuses and Toyotas and Hondas and shit. That's why you got all kinds of stuff. We all want the same thing. When it comes to our nature, body, our biological nature, and what it's the same. Everybody wants sex.
Yeah. Everybody
need it. It's about how you do that. It's designed by God. Like we didn't come up with this concept. You know what I'm saying? Right. So at the end of the day, it's like the fact that it's more important to men. It's not about more important to men. And people don't understand. Like no, it's all cap to me. It's like no, you know what it is. You want the same thing that I want. This is why you came out on a date with me. This is why you looked at me the way you did. This is why you've been entertaining me. Because you know, all that if I talk myself out of it, that'll be the only deal breaker. How many brothers do we know have talked themselves out of an opportunity that was silver plattered? You didn't even have to work for it, and they talked themselves out of it. That's his fault. You know what I'm saying? That's his. You know what I mean? But
yeah, I
don't think it's a more important thing. I think it's important in general. I don't think it's sex is more important to men. I don't think that. Okay. I think it's a mutual importance. I think it's important to women too. Dude, they got toys in their drawers. They don't even need us sometimes.
They don't need us no more.
You walk in the crib and you walk past the door, all you hear is like this. She ain't cutting hair.
Goofy.
Was she a barber all of a sudden?
Goofy.
Was she a barber now, bro? She ain't cutting hair.
Boy.
She ain't fading nobody up.
Real talk.
Stop it.
Real talk.
Hilarious.
No church at the they do it is what it is, bro. And this is the thing. It's a gaslight. It's a gaslight. It's another thing to make it seem like men only care about one particular thing when we have a multivariate of things that we care about.
Yeah, I can see that.
You know what I'm saying? We have a multivariate of things that we care about that we are responsible for as well. So to say that this is more important to men than to women, that's bull. It's mutual importance.
Right.
Mutually important. She's been thinking about it already. By the time y'all actually do it, she done did it. Here. She already had it here. It just didn't manifest yet. By the time it manifests, you late, bro.
That's right. I'm gonna have to agree with the way you said it, man. Like I was, seesawed over the grammar of it all. Like I understand the way it's said, and I ain't like the way it was said. So I was just gonna cap it just based on what you're trying to say. But since you put it down, like I had to agree with the way you said it. Like I can't argue about it. That's facts, though.
What?
Shit, abundance is crazy, bro. This chick is nuts. Drop it off in our drop. I mean, wow.
Shout out to abundance.
Hilarious, man.
She on that California time, bro. So it's still
early
for her.
She up,
bro. She up, bro. Like,
she up. That's what's up.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah. Hey, no. Tay explained it Tay explained it. It's funny because like, before I was about to say, I'm like, I already knew, but I don't know what just happened when I reread it. I was kind of like what Jay was. That last part messed me up. I don't know how. Because like I kind of already had it in my mind, but like I agree with everything. I agree with everything that Tay just said. Sex is important to everybody.
For sure,
I've definitely been in situations where women have led with sex. Like they've led with the physical attraction, and that was the basis of the interaction and the relationship. So yeah, that's definitely
just
cap.
just a benefit. You talking about just a benefit situation?
Benefit.
And all of a sudden, it's more important to you than her. Then
Exactly.
stop it.
Yeah.
It's baloney, dog. It's baloney.
Yeah.
It's baloney.
Yeah.
I know. Listen, we grown, man. We know. If a woman is on the phone with us for 2-3 hours at a time talking to us, you think she's just thinking about the conversation?
Right.
Sir,
Right.
It's a sapiosexual nature that a lot of women have. They enjoy mental penetration before physical. If you have to know what type of woman you have. Now there's other women that's the opposite. All they care about is the physical penetration and not the mental. Just as long as he do this, drop it off in our drawers. You know what I'm saying? And so there's something that's like that. But the thing is, either way, one way might be a little bit quicker. She physical the whole nine. She might be quicker. The other one's a little bit more mental, a little bit more intellectual. It might take you a while, but the desires are the same on both ends.
Mm-hmm.
And it's important to her as well because she's participating in the journey of getting to that point. Yeah. Whether it's a sprint or a marathon, she's in the race with us. They all are.
I can see that one. Yeah.
I don't know. This is more important than sex, more important than men and women. Is crap to me. It's important to everybody. All of us got that. We all have that nature. Yeah. It's handled differently. That's all it is. That's all it is. Handled differently. I don't think it's a thing of okay, it's more important to men. Only because again, the narrative have been preached that all men care about is sex, silence, and food. No, we're more in-depth creatures than that. They literally do this robotic programming about men and try to make everybody believe that. And then they have women treating us like sex, food, and silence. And then when we start actually having complicated conversations, they don't know what to do with us because they've been fed that we're simple and we're not. One show emotion more than the other. The person who show emotion more gives themselves away more often. The one who doesn't, they're more comprised to just chill and be by themselves and internalize things. It's still emotional. It's still this.
Yeah.
And that's what they preach to us. Oh, man, sex, food, side, that's all men care about. And then you got a bunch of women just giving us sex, food, side. They can't cook, and they don't know when to shut up, and they don't know how to have sex. So some of the women don't qualify for even that guy.
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, it is what it is. We all want the same thing.
We all want the same thing.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Shout out to Kappa Key. Shout out to Kappa Key.
For sure, dog. For sure.
Yeah. Hey, can we shout out the chat today, man? Y'all really giving us life today, man. We got
one. Man. The chat is out here.
Yeah, we got.
That's what's up.
Yeah, y'all giving us life today, man. Yeah, I knew today was gonna be a good show, man. Hey, we appreciate y'all. Hey, let's get into Rollo's rundown, man.
All right, let's get it.
We talked a lot about honesty today. Ironically, it was a thought that I had that I just wanted to express with people today, man. I've personally, this past year, I've been in situations in my relations with people where I didn't necessarily make the right decisions in terms of thinking and understanding people's feelings and how they feel and making my feelings known and being open and honest about what I'm going through and what the situation is. I just want to encourage everybody to be mindful of the moves you make when it comes to your relationships with people, how you handle it. Integrity is key. I've definitely have been on that journey this last year. I had a situation where I didn't exactly show the best side of myself when I had the chance to. It could be for a selfish reason. It could be for the fact that you feel that you protected somebody's feelings, or you just you can honestly not know what to do. But I just wanted to encourage everybody, when you're in a situation where it's time to be upfront. It's time to be honest, and it's time to let somebody know what's going on and how you feel and what the situation is, so they can have an understanding. Make sure you take that opportunity. Don't wait too late. Timing is everything. The thought is everything. Rather what you got to say is going to hurt the person, or rather what you got to say is going to cause, rather what you got to say is going to maybe cut ties. It's more important to keep that integrity key intact, because either they're going to get hurt now, they're going to get hurt later by how you move. So I just want to encourage everybody to think about how you're moving, think about your relationships with people, think about the situation you're in, and when the time comes for you to be open, be honest, and be upfront initially, make sure you choose that side where your integrity is key. You know what I'm saying? That's just a little Rollo's rundown today, man. Hey, we appreciate y'all so much for tapping into episode 2. We got a lot going on this season, man. Keep rocking with us. Again, to the old and the new subscribers, thank y'all so much. Make sure y'all hit us up on all our social media platforms. Y'all know what it is: Facebook, Instagram, everything is at the Mailroom Network. Holla at us, send us an email at themailroom313@yahoo.com. If you want to give us a topic, if you want to give us something to talk about one of our segments, or if you wanted to say what's up to us, tell us how much you love us. We love all that too. So make sure y'all holla at us. And of course, make sure you like, comment, and definitely subscribe to the Mailroom Network on YouTube. You feel me? Fellas, what you got for the people?
You on mute, Jay?
Jay, you on mute, Jay?
Another one down, another way more to go, baby.
Yes, sir.
Hey, man, that's what's up. Love everybody, man. As always, thank you all for tuning in. Season 4, man. It's about to get better and better and better. Just see.
Yes, sir.
Just wait and see.
Hey, we up. We love y'all. We appreciate y'all. The Mailroom Show, man. We'll see y'all next week. Peace.
Thank you all for tuning in. Your support is greatly appreciated. Enjoy the rest of your day. Please hit the like button on your way out and subscribe to the Mailroom Network.